In the early stages of your business, you are the judge and the executioner. You decide what needs to get done and you do it. As you hire employees, you still decide what needs to get done and they do it. And if you make the right decisions and you have the right people to execute on the decisions that you've made, you will grow very fast. It feels great. You're on top of the world. Congress may think the behemoths are too big to fail, but you know that you're too smart and too fast to fail. However, as the number of clients, jobs, and employees increase, so does the quantity and the complexity of the decisions you need to make. The quantity of those decisions is easy to understand, and founders often see it coming. This is why so many founders will reach out to coaches, consultants, or even confidants so that they can learn how to make better decisions faster. While it can extend the founder's time in this organic growth stage, it's simply a stopgap measure at best. The complexity of the decisions is the real problem. And it's not just the complexity of the decision itself, but the complexity of the data that's needed to make the right decision. In those early stages, the founder has her hands on everything. She hears about a client issue when it happens, and if there are 2 or 3 different client issues, she knows that there's a problem that needs to be fixed. Founders are incredibly adept at decisions making based on stories and anecdotes and experiences. These stories are rich data sources, and there's no need or even the capacity to try to replace them with reports or charts or spreadsheets. The breakdown, though, starts to happen when the founder's experience does not encompass the entire company or everyone impacted by the decision. 3 clients used to be the majority. If they were all experiencing an issue, you knew it needed to be fixed. But once you get to 300, 3,000, or 30,000 employees, basing your decisions on a few customer experiences can lead to a constant, dramatic, and unproductive change inside the business, inflicting on it this form of organizational whiplash. Ultimately, at some point, this style of decision-making fails. The founder is buried under a never-ending barrage of decision-making and firefighting. There's confusion all throughout the company, and not being armed with the right data, the founder will miss it on a few critical decisions. There's simply no way for the founder to keep up. They try to give up some of the decision-making, but it's hit or miss at best, and it usually fails, leaving the founder with an even bigger mess to clean up. Delegating this way fails because it doesn't actually address the underlying problem. You see, there was never a golden gut in the first place. Individual decision-making based on instinct never actually provided a reliable way to make the right decisions. But in the next video, I'm going to show you what can.